These are my ears?
I'm in the same job, I'm at the same apartment, I'm doing everything the same pretty much.
Hair's long again. So in the meantime, I'm just sitting here and I'm getting progressively more nuts. But maybe that's a good thing. Just had the craziest dream about a possessed Nokia phone. I know launching rockets from weather balloons sounds a little bit like unhinged, or no, like evil genius.
A little bit insane, but it's not. It's actually grounded in
Real science, not the fake kind. Not the fake kind. Real science.
I'm making a pumpkin pie right now. Ooh, look at that.
So I got this air quality sensor to check to make sure that there's nothing like toxic. Yeah, I feel like I've regressed a little bit.
and I also run the extraction fan all the time now.
I've officially been single now for 7 years.
You know, another thing I've noticed is I always say we now, as if I'm more than one person.
I do my dishes once per week on Fridays.
Maybe the reason I'm always tired is that I'm still asleep.
I feel like I have a every single week. It's just okay. Oh.
And I still need to wake up. Oh yeah, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Check out this, oh, I love my Henry vacuum. Who knew a vacuum could be so cute, but it's just...
Oh, actually, I keep saying Sienna. Oops.
Sienna works as well, yeah. Yeah, it's just...
So yeah, I'm camping here off the road in Lake Orda, and it's pretty nice. Actually, found a nice setup. There's these little I don't know, the steps or whatever you used to call them. Anyway, I'm sleeping in one of those because they're like off every road, and it's amazing. So you can always find a space for a hammock in Italy. Very easy. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill, and we're going to Verona. They have a giant fin on the bottom.
So glad I have an umbrella right now. Hey, thought I'd make you wait 2 years for an update video, didn't you? No. I want to get out, but there's like nowhere to get out to. Everything's the same everywhere, it feels like. And I'm already in one of the best spots in the world as far as like society and stuff and social systems, but there's more to life than that. There's more to life than just being in a well-operated country. You have to be in a place where you can pursue what you want to pursue. And Groningen is not the place where I can pursue what I want to pursue. But we're going to do something crazy, and I don't know what it is yet. And I'll probably be sitting here for another year. I still have nowhere better to do, and I'm learning things, kind of. But I'd like to be like other people on YouTube maybe who really set their mind towards a goal of like learning a specific thing. Like there's one YouTube channel that I watched called BPS Space, and at the start he's like, okay, I'm just gonna learn how to make rockets because I want to work at SpaceX. I'm like, that's super cool, that's what I'd do. And he actually did it and sat down every day and learned a little bit more about how to build rockets, just model rockets and all that starting out, but progressively more advanced. And yeah, I'm gonna do something like that, I think, but for drones, at least starting out. But I want to build more and more and more stuff that is useful for people, because all these other like YouTubers that do these kind of like creative engineering channels, they don't build useful things. It's just for entertainment. It's things that people have already made 100 times, thousands of times, and you're not building like a product that you'd sell. And it's not even about that. It's just about helping people. So I'd really like to try and make a channel like that, because that's what really gets me excited. I want to push people forwards and push everyone forwards into the future. But to do that, you need to have a really in-depth functional knowledge of the field that you're trying to advance, and I don't have that. So I feel like it's unrealistic for me to kind of pursue that, but I'm learning, and I'm going to learn more and more. But this full-time working thing is not going to work for me in the long run, and I really need either to work part-time and support myself through a project that doesn't stress me the fuck out, because I get stressed out so easily. And there's been some, like, I don't know, family, I've tried a lot of different things around Groningen. I've made a few friends that I see occasionally. I go to a writing group on Wednesdays, and I'm still writing my book. But the second draft is completely done now. So that was a big step, and that'll be the goal of writing a book done. I've been pretty good about all the objectives that I outlined for myself in my last couple of videos, you know, facing the fear, that kind of thing. And yeah, I've been really trying to work towards that, but yeah, I feel like I've regressed a little bit. I just kind of go to work, come back home to the apartment, lay down, fall asleep, do the same thing, repeat 5 days a week. And weekends I either sleep in, and I mean I have some projects that I've been working on. I did get a nice kind of like digital piano because I wanted to work on music. Work gave me a cool monitor, and I've been recently trying to get more into kind of engineering, and I've been working a lot with drones, and I wanted to have some kind of, I don't know, intention behind what I'm doing. So I found a Ukrainian group that builds drones for the Ukrainian military, and anyone can join it, and that's what I've been working on. So they have like a design of a drone that you can build, and it's all off-the-shelf parts, and they have a really clear assembly guide, and it's called Social Drone Ukraine. They have a few international people in there, and yeah, if you're interested, I'll leave some resource links in the description. And they don't pay for it, you have to make it yourself, but I think it's a good way to start a hobby that's cool and interesting and fun, and then also help out in Ukraine. So yeah, that'll be in the description if you're curious. And I've been thinking like I could make a social drone Ukraine group in Groningen, and we could help. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and I'm sorry for this horrible mess, but I've been trying to motivate myself to get back into art, but like I haven't really been super motivated to draw. Did like one page. Oh, and I drew a cat. This is the cat from the first Alien movie. And yeah, I mean it's kind of cool. It's my first time ever using oil paints. So that was really fun to mess with. And I don't know, like I have such a limited amount of time every weekend, because I really only have weekends free. Otherwise I'm just exhausted and burnt out and can't do anything. I don't know how people work 8 hours a day and do this their entire lives. Like I would not want this to be my life. And this is like supposedly as easy as it gets. So shit, fuck, I don't know. We'll figure something out, because I'd rather like build really cool things and work on my own projects. And that's like the main objective now, is I have that stability, kind of. I mean, it's, who knows how long it lasts, but I think I could probably find another job, and I'm more confident now in being able to set myself up
but I mean, a lot of it was luck. I don't know. Yeah, so those are like the biggest things. I did go back home to visit my family last Christmas for 2 weeks, and then I came back, and that's the only other time I've been back to America. I did a crazy trip through Albania, and kind of the Balkan countries, so Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Montenegro. Then I went down to Greece, and I also did France, and also did a little excursion into northern Italy and around the lakes for a few weeks. So that was nice. And yeah, I'll probably just be home alone and sad, or just, oh no, not sad, just home alone. And yeah, I don't know what to do for the weekend. Yeah, I don't know what to do for the holidays. I was thinking like maybe Ireland or Spain. I mean, anywhere where the ticket is cheap. So I don't know. I probably won't. I'll probably just stay here and work on the things. I want to make a floating cat. I made this little guy. I saw like a YouTube video. You put a magnet in here, and then it goes in this base container. There's like a little platform, and it'll hover and float in circles. So I'm excited for that. Dumb little things like this. And then I'm gonna make a battery pack, and yeah, I'm gonna try and get this flight controller working with a Raspberry Pi camera. And yeah, this is a little computer. I thought this was pretty cool. But some experiments with game botting, which is always something that seems so nefarious but cool to me. And I actually was able to do that as well, so that was really interesting. But yeah, I don't know. This is a 3D printer. Fancy. And it's useful. I haven't done too much with it yet, but I plan on making lots of planes and RC planes, and I want to make an RC blimp. So this is a little PEM hydrogen generator attached to a pump. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to have fun, and I've always wanted to build these things, but I've always felt that I'm too stupid to be able to do it myself. And I've been scared to like injure myself because no one has really been able to sit down with me and tell me or explain like how electricity works in my life. And electricity has been always something that I'm like super fascinated by, but I'm terrified to touch or even get involved with anything that's higher voltage than like a AA battery. So I don't know. I'd really like to learn more about that, and I am learning more about that. And yeah, I'm gonna go deeper into this because I think my real passion in life is building things and coming up with these crazy new ideas. And God, I just like to be able to build them. So when you're traveling around, you really can't do any of that. You can't think clearly. It's always thinking about where am I gonna stay next? How am I gonna plan this out? Do I have enough money? Is it always like that? And now it's like I have enough money, but I don't have any time. And God, it's a hard balance. And man, society needs to make that easier because so many cool things could happen if people had a passion and enough time and like money to pursue it. And yeah, I think there's so much potential. And like I still, like every part of me is still screaming that, oh, you are an idiot. You really can't do any of this stuff. And I am ignorant on a lot of fronts, and that's why I have grandiose ideas about what can be made, because I don't understand why it can't be made. I've regressed, and I have I have no social life. I feel like I have no social life. But I mean, I have social interaction, but I don't have connection. And there's so many problems with like connection when I am an expat. I'm not integrating well here. I thought I would, but I don't feel like I have a family here. I'm not motivated to learn the language, and like that kind of stops me from progressing. I feel like at work, I mean, everyone speaks Dutch. A lot of times people don't even bother to speak English around me anymore, because they assume that I understand at least a part of it, or they just got tired of speaking English. So I kind of just sit in the office and I'm in my own little world every single day. And it's actually really helpful for my productivity. And I feel like if I could understand the people at this company, I would probably have left a while ago, which is terrible to say, but I think the culture would not fit me. It's like, you've seen The Office. It's like the very stereotypical back office environment, and they literally have a sign that says like back office, and I work there, and you've got the fluorescent lights, the tile lights, the bland carpet floors, and I mean the windows are really nice. I like the windows, but it's like The Office out of The Office. And I mean, as far as all the interesting stuff's in the other part of the building, so it's like I might as well be selling paper. But I've made some cool software tools, so I should feel more confident that now I can actually program and do all these cool things with programming. And I do understand programming a bit more, but I have been using so much like ChatGPT to build my shit, and I feel like I haven't actually learned or done anything because I'm so tired at work, because I couldn't sleep well, and I still don't sleep well. And I think a lot of that has to do with just my discomfort still with being alone and being on my own in this other country. And a lot of it was noise. I live right in the middle of the city, and you can't see it because it's kind of dark out, but there's people. And it feels, well, no, it doesn't feel it. It's too loud. Like, I grew up in the countryside, and I got these custom earplugs recently, custom made ones, and they help so much. Like, I sleep so much better now, but I still don't sleep that great. And yeah, I'm always tired, but I think it's almost entirely the sleep component of it. And I was so sick for like months and months, and I couldn't figure out why, and it's the sleep. I can't sleep in the middle of a city when there's even like a honk of a horn just a little bit of like far away will wake me up, and I won't be able to sleep. I'll wake up and I don't get any of that deep sleep you're supposed to get. And I'm still being healthy. I'm still going to the gym. I've been eating healthier. So that's still like, I've been pretty consistent, like 2 to 3 times per week. Go, work out. So that I've been good with. And I don't know. Holidays, I feel better. I'm just lonely as fuck. I'm surrounded by people, but I've never felt quite this way before. I think it's just the amount of time it's been that I've been completely kind of in my own little world. I don't feel like I belong anywhere. I went back to the States for those 2 weeks, and it felt so weird. Like, I could see myself reintegrating pretty fast, but I feel like I don't really belong to any country at this point. I'm just kind of like totally on my own. And yeah, I don't really form relationships well, so totally alone. And I mean, like, I have friends, but I don't know. Something's missing. I'm not sure what it is. I sold my camera, and this is a new phone. So I'm taking a break from like the serious kind of videography. I thought I wanted to do that, but it's cool, but it's not me. Like, I like the kind of run and gun, rough photography. I don't want to spend all this time editing a cinematic picture when I don't really have a movie idea in mind that I actually want to shoot. So I tried acting. I took some acting classes at the Vrijdag place. There's some kind of acting artsy school, and that was really interesting, and I felt it was actually relaxing for me. Stand-up comedy was relaxing for me, and I made people laugh, but it's not something that I would want, I think, to pursue as like a main hobby. I just think acting is kind of fun if someone thinks you fit a good role for your character, your natural kind of persona. And I signed up for like one of those acting websites, but there's nothing out here. There's nothing. It's all in the big cities. Los Angeles, New York. I don't think there was anything in Amsterdam either. London, I think, was the closest city. So maybe in the future that would be fun. But I'm actually really excited to tell everyone about my book, about what it's about. And I don't get your hopes up. I don't think it's very good. It's my first book, but it's readable, and people who have read it so far enjoy it for the most part. There's still some things I need to fix, but we're getting very, very close. Very close. And yeah, I'm excited. I want to do some like oil paints and original art for it, and I think I will try to get it published, but I have a feeling no one will be interested, and if no one is interested in it, I'm just going to throw it on Amazon for like $3 and anyone can read it. And I think that'll be that for now, and I'll just start writing the next one. People keep asking me whether I want to stay here, whether I want to keep working here. And I mean, my boss told me at the end of the year review that they really like the work I'm doing. They want to keep me. They want to keep me for another year. And I mean, my biggest restriction is that I don't speak Dutch. They don't really want to invite me to the company meetings because then everyone has to speak in English, and that's annoying for them. And I totally get that. There's not really any career progression potential at this current company. If I keep working there, I'm going to be a business strategist. If I'm there in 5 years, I'm still going to be a business strategist. I've asked them actually to change my title, but they don't want to because then they'd have to pay me more because they separate it into like industry categories. And if my title is software engineer or data engineer, which is the actual work that I'm doing, they'll have to pay me more, like a lot more. And they don't want to do that. And they know they don't have to because it's hard for me to find another position that's not them. Yeah. So I should make more of an effort. I already feel overloaded with everything that I'm doing. But when it comes down to it, and I ask myself, do I want to renew a lease in Groningen for another year? And the answer I keep coming back to is no, I don't. I want to be somewhere else. But if I move, I feel like it'll be even worse. And it feels like there's a finger on the fast forward button for life. strange place walking down a street where everyone around me are heads without faces speaking Simlish. The amount of relief that I feel when I'm in an English-speaking country like the UK or the US is like a tangible physical sense of relief. That's hard to describe. Because when you don't speak the language, it's just like this kind of sense of isolation, and I'm still an outsider, and I don't feel enough of a connection to try and not be. So I feel like maybe in the future I should give that another shot if I don't learn the language and integrate well here, because I don't feel like I'm integrating well. Like that kind of society in the US and the UK maybe isn't the one I want. But it could be in the end better for me. I don't know, because I never really gave it a shot. So I feel like I'm also making progress with my projects now a little bit, and I have a little bit more confidence. I have some gray hairs, I've noticed, and I feel like I haven't earned them though, and I'm this scared little kid. And in a lot of ways, I still am that scared little kid. And I'm kind of hiding behind this routine of mine. 40 hours a week, 9 to 5. I'm living that life. I'm seeing how it is, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't have enough time. I get off work. I come home at 6 o'clock at night. I was at work at 7 in the morning, and I cook dinner. It's 8 o'clock. I go to the gym. It's 9 o'clock. I come home. I work on my project for an hour or two. It's 11 o'clock at night. I go to bed. I repeat. I repeat. I repeat. I repeat. I repeat. But like, I work from home on Fridays, and people dream of having a job so chill where you can kind of work on what you want. And it's not as bad as American companies. It's more chill. You can say, I have to leave early today. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine. And yeah, people dream of that. So like, am I the spoiled little kid who can't manage real life? I don't know. Can you tell it's winter and that I'm in a little bit of a wintry mood? So I'm spending Christmas alone this year. My mom's in Thailand, my aunt's in Hawaii, my older brother's family's in California, my dad's on Whidbey Island. The rest of my family's like in New York. My cousins and uncle are in Utah. I'm in Europe, and like all the time zones are different. I have a Christmas Zoom call tonight at 1 a.m. that I have to get up for to make it work with everyone else's schedules. And I am spending Christmas and New Year's alone this year in Groningen. Maybe I'll catch a train to somewhere, but right now I have no plans. And yeah, I'm a little bit used to it at this point. In fact, I am pretty used to it. I didn't even realize today was Christmas Eve. So I've been a little bit detached from that whole situation for a while now. All right. That is my update video. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.